Hi there, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show, where I share the tools, the mindset, the ideas, the practices that you and I both want to live the life that we know we are worthy of living, the abundant life that we deserve. I always say this, and I'm going to keep saying it. I love reading your comments. I love seeing the way you interact. I love reading your opinions. Gosh, I love it. On the episode, How to Overcome Procrastination. You said procrastination is putting yourself last. Hashtag BOL, which means breakthrough out loud. Goes on to say, I have never looked at it that way. Ouch. I know, that kind of hurts, huh? And Ocean Eyes says, Lisa, exclamation point. Video just for me. Right. I shot it just for you, Ocean Eyes, and everyone else got to eavesdrop. She goes on to say, when I procrastinate, I think I'm giving myself more time to relax. But when I put myself last and push off the things I need to do for myself, all I give myself is anxiety. Yeah, hashtag BOL. Really, self-care is our responsibility. And we think self-care just comes with time management. We think it just comes with relaxation. We think it just comes with a spa day. Self-care comes with not putting off the things for tomorrow that you can do today. You know, I think it was Matt on my team or one of my other team members. And one of my team members said that they read a book that said, if you can do it tomorrow, you can do it today. If you can do it today, you can do it right now. And I thought, what if I adopted that? If you can do it tomorrow, you can do it today. If you can do it today, you can do it right now. And it just made me begin to, I used to open people's emails and then go, oh, I'll get back to it. Well, you know what happens. Or I'll open their text message or their WhatsApp and I'll get back to it. Now I take 10 seconds and reply back. And if I'm not available for a dialogue, because you know, outside of email and text, people want a dialogue, I go, can't talk now, however, right? And then I do a reply. Same thing for other projects as well. I realized that procrastination was actually setting myself up for failure. Because when you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. There's actually a plan and not having a plan. And the plan is to fail. I went, oh my God, I need to make sure I have a plan. I execute the plan. And then I set buy-when dates, real buy-when dates, not someday. I don't even buy, I'm going to do it in May. What day in May? I'm going to do it in December. What day in December? Because one day in December, you can't circle that on the calendar. Someday, you can't circle that on the calendar. Third quarter, you can't circle that on the calendar. I realize that success loves specificities. That specifics are what success lives in. And success loves the specifics, right? And so I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed that particular episode on procrastination. It took me a long time to get it done because I kept procrastinating. No, I'm just joking, but I had to say that. So, you know, this episode is about what are the first steps, keywords, first steps to speaking up for myself. Oh my God. You know, whenever I teach my speaking courses, the very first thing I do, most people come in and they want me to teach them, how do I dazzle people? How do I, electrify a room? How do I get a standing ovation? How do I get people to buy my online program? And the first area that I love to focus on with my students is let's first make sure you fully own your voice. And inevitably, no matter who they are, and I mean, I have some of the most amazing, game-changing world shifters on the planet in my courses and on my virtual campus. No matter how big their plan, there's a bit more of their voice that they can own. So number one, when you're looking at speaking up for yourself, write this down. First, you have to own your voice. You have to be comfortable using your voice. Oh, and not for anyone else yet. This is just for you. You got to be used to hearing your voice. I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but I spend a lot of time, not as much now. I used to spend it early in my career 20 years ago as I was developing Lisa. Not necessarily developing the business, but I was developing Lisa. I spent a lot of time in the mirror with me, by myself, discovering my voice. So this is going to sound like in a roundabout way, but it's very, very applicable to the process of the first step to speaking up for yourself. The first step to speaking up for yourself is actually speaking. Hear yourself. What are you saying? So I'm going to give you the mirror exercise, because when you start speaking, you want to keep speaking. And when you start speaking to you, for you, about you, then all of a sudden you start speaking up for you. So let's not worry about speaking up for yourself with anyone else. Let's first talk about speaking to yourself, about yourself, in reference to yourself. Because you might be speaking up for other people, supporting other people, speaking up for their programs, but you haven't spoken up for you yet, because you probably haven't spoken to you yet. Now, this might seem a little bizarre or weird, but don't worry about it. I've been called bizarre and strange for a very long time. I was just telling a friend there is freedom in being considered strange, because once someone considers me strange, I don't have to be their version of normal. So let's do the mirror exercise. You've heard me recommend this before. If you've read my book, No Matter What, or you've read my book, Abundance Now, I always put this in there. I mean, it is a staple for me, not for lack of other exercises, but because you asked, what are the first steps to speaking up for myself? And so the first step is speaking to yourself. So get in the mirror and complete 3 sentences. The first sentence I want you to complete: say your name. Look right at yourself the way I'm looking at you now. Say your name and say, I'm proud that you. When you say I'm proud that you, find 7 different endings. I'm proud that you. I'm proud that you got up this morning, and I'm proud that you got out the door on time. I'm proud that you watched this video on YouTube working on yourself. I'm proud that you're willing to comment. I'm proud that you're not looking at some life-sucking, energy-draining video that's about negative circumstances. And instead, you're investing in your empowerment. I'm proud that you got into a healthy relationship. I'm proud that you got out of an unhealthy relationship. Whatever you need to celebrate yourself for. 7 different endings. And the second sentence, this is going to be the one that almost feels like it'll hit you in your gut. You won't want to do it. You want to stop. Lisa, why are you doing this to me? And I'm going to say, I'm doing it with you, for you. And the second sentence is say your name. Look at yourself, say your name. I forgive you for, and find 7 different reasons, 7 different things to forgive yourself for. The things happened last week, last month, last year, or 20 years ago. I forgive you for. I forgive you for dropping your integrity bar and settling in that relationship. I forgive you for not speaking up for yourself, not using your voice. I forgive you for saying no when you should have said yes. Elisa, I forgive you for saying yes when you should have said no. I forgive you for gaining weight as a crutch. I forgive you for putting other people before you put yourself. I forgive you. 7 different things to forgive yourself for. It'll still you a bit. It stills me right now while I'm doing it with you. It stills me. I'm not saying anything that's not true for me. I'm doing stuff that I've worked on for years. And just feel it, but also feel the forgiveness. And then the last sentence, say your name first and say, I commit to you that. And make 7 different commitments to yourself before you commit to anyone else. Make 7 different commitments to you. I commit to you. Look at yourself, say your name. I commit to you that today I will eliminate the negative self-talk sooner, quicker, faster. Today, I will say yes only when I want to say yes, and I'll say no when I need to say no. Today, I'll treat myself as good as I treat everybody else. Today, I'll take 5 deep breaths throughout the day to reduce my stress. Today, I'll drink more water and hydrate. When you do these 3 sentences, you're not just speaking up for yourself, you're hearing yourself and you're feeding yourself exactly what you need. And when you give you what you need, you'll begin to give others what you need to give them as well. Not for them as much as for you. So this is an exercise that I've been doing now for 21 years. And the first time I did this exercise, I had been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. And I've been diagnosed as clinically depressed. And all I was trying to do was find my happy again, find myself again. And this exercise that I just gave you was the first step back to me. So to answer your question, what's the first step in speaking up for yourself? I wanted to give you the tool that I used. Remember, this show is not just a monologue. It's not just me entertaining, talking to you. It's not a public speech. This is a conversation. You're in my living room, literally in my living room. And this is a dialogue, a dynamic, rich, courageous dialogue between 2 able-bodied people who are committed, between a tribe of people who are committed to elevating ourselves to the best consciousness possible. What was the biggest lesson you learned? I gave you a lot. I didn't expect to go that long, but I had to give you my juicy, delicious secret sauce exercise that I've been doing in the background for years. What did you learn in this episode? What's the BOL, breakthrough out loud, for you? What triggered you? What came up that you're proud of? Tell me what you're proud of that you've done in the last year, 5 years, 10 years, or 20. What are you proud of that goes under-celebrated? Tell me what you forgive yourself for. You know, that thing, like I'm ready to let that go. I've been holding on to it too long. It happened 20 years ago. It happened 10 years ago. It happened 5 years ago. It happened 5 months ago. I'm done. Tell me what you commit. What's the commitment you're willing to make to yourself? You're willing to make commitments to everybody else. What commitment are you willing to make to yourself? Hold on. I got a long line of people that I'm going to serve today. I just have to stay at the front of the daggone line. Talk to me. Leave a comment below. Be sure to subscribe and look out for more delicious, dynamic, courageous conversations. And every single time that I tell you that I love you, I mean it. Because this is your home, we are your tribe, and I am your sister in prosperity and in possibility. And us being together, growing together is non-negotiable. Bam. Just like that. I cannot wait to see you soon. When you come back, I'll be here.